Hello everybody, Average Gamer here. Welcome to a quick little special video. Well, quick-ish special video. So I wanted to do a quick video about 2024 or 4 specific games I'm looking forward to for next year and one I'm looking forward to getting excited about again. It's more of an honorable mention. But there's 4 games I'm looking specifically for their release date because technically 2 of these are in beta. One's in early access, one's in beta. One I don't know. It just says 2024 is a release date, so I think it may have gone gold, meaning it's mostly done. It's just polishing at the very end. Normally, gone gold means you're starting to produce CDs or discs or whatever. Since we don't do that nowadays, I don't know if gone gold is still a thing, or if it's like, hey, this is now technically a finished product. We're going to get ready to ship it out, but we're just going to fix a few things here and there and maybe get a patch done for day one type thing. But yeah, so there's 4 specific games and then one additional game that I'm excited for. It's more of a, well, you'll see. So here's the first one. So this is Broken Arrow. So Broken Arrow is a real-time strategy game based on modern-day NATO versus Russia game. It's kind of like the Steel Division games or Air, Land, Sea. Red Dragon. Ruse is the original game that parented all of these. And what this is it's basically a 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, up to 5v5 real-time strategy game with a campaign as well for single-player stuff, where you command American or Russian troops in modern era. Though the modern era part to me is kind of questionable, but the demo came out last year, and I played a little bit of it on the stream. You'll see the one episode of it. That's a technical nuclear warhead. But yeah. It's real-time strategy. It's a good mix in my opinion so far of what I've played of Ruse or the Ruse style games, where you get your units, you move them around the map on real time and all that stuff. You can zoom in, zoom out. Later on in the like for land, sea, air battle, Red Dragon, Warno regiments and all that stuff, you kind of get set amount of units, which to me wasn't a big deal because there was the card system and everything, where you'd have a certain amount of units of stuff, you had a certain amount of points that you could spend and all that jazz. But yeah, so there's that aspect of this. But unlike the other ones, you can customize the crap out of all your units, modify the armor type they have, but it's all realistic, which I really like. I'm looking forward to the actual combat itself, because the demo, you were the Marines capturing a town, and then you had to cross a canal, and then attack a fortified artillery position, hold that position after you took it, then you had to help defend an amphibious Marine landing, and then help the push inland with that Marine landing, so that the original attack you did doesn't technically fail and get recaptured or pushed out. It's very interesting. I'm looking forward to trying and playing it. This is one of those games where I think it's going to be lots of fun. You're not limited to the amount of units you can have. You're limited to what units you're allowed to take to battle. So if you lose a unit, there's a cooldown, and then you get the unit back. There is a set number of units you're allowed to have of that unit. From the demo, that seemed like the way it was. You could only have X amount of, I call them Bison 81. I think 81 millimeter mortars, but the U.S. Marines call them something else. So there's that. There's my screensaver. Hold on, let's turn that off. I am a professional. So yeah, real-time strategy, one battle, there you go. Then there's the multiplayer aspect of the game and all that stuff, and I'm really looking forward to it. This is the game that I'm really excited for. I really love Ruse, and this to me Seems very what Ruse should have, like what the next version of Ruse should have been instead of air land battle and all that stuff. But so far, fingers crossed that this game is all I'm hoping for. Here's the next one. This one is Manor Lords. It's a city building game, survival city builder. You build up your medieval village from nothing, and you fight other lords in other areas to enlarge your control of the map, apparently. I played the demo. The demo was awesome. The fact that you can draw wherever you want roads, you can click and drag a lot of buildings. I'm very, very, very excited for it. Because there's no other game like this. So you can see here in the building, like you can just draw it where you want the roads. Everything is real time. You can speed it up and slow it down like a lot of stuff as well. It's amazing. There's no other game like that. You can click and drag and build those buildings right there. It is amazing. I am super excited for this game. Like I said, there's no other game like this, so I don't even know what I could even think Banished, but better. Here's the tech tree. But yeah, I want to think this is more of a what Banished could have been if they released maybe a Banished 2. It's the best way I can describe it, because you get raided by enemies, by other lords in the area. Now here we go. People are defending their towns and villages. Here's some of the other regions as well. I really like this. I think this is going to be one of those games that changes a lot of things. The people that are making this game, not the biggest group of people. It's been in the works for a while now. My only concern is just what it's going to take to run this thing. I'm worried my computer might not be able to run it. Broken Arrow, I'm pretty sure I can run it, so I'm not too concerned with that. Manor Lords, I'm a little nervous as to that. So the next game I'm looking forward to for 2024 is this one right here. It's being published, I guess, by Microprose. Jurassic Game is the developer, but boom, Sea Power, Naval Combat in the Missile Age. If you ever played Jane's before, Jane's Fleet Command, this is, in my opinion, the spiritual successor of Jane's Fleet Command. What you do is you take control of the Russian or American fleets in Cold War Gone's Hot, and you control everything. Launch aircraft, run submarine warfare. You have your hunter-killer groups. I'm assuming subs are going to be in there. You can do naval strikes from aircraft carriers. You can do actual missile strikes. I'm assuming that is just a generic bomb run there. There's some anti-submarine warfare from a Viking. I'm really excited for this. I love Cold Waters. It was good. Same people that made Cold Waters. But my main thing is I loved Jane's Fleet Command. As a kid, I think I destroyed several grades in the school for Jane's Fleet Command, and I think to me this is an amazing spiritual successor to even Harpoon. If you want to think of that, Harpoon and Jane's Fleet Command were big games back in the day, and I think this is a good spiritual successor for both. And I'm really looking forward to it. The next one I already have over 100 hours in. This is along the same lines as Broken Arrow, but this is more Ruse-esque, where you have your card-based decks, where you're like, hey, you have this many units, you have this much supply, capture points, etc., etc., etc. And this is Warno, or Warning Order. Basically, it's a real-time tactical strategy game where you play as either the US, France, Germany. I think that's it at the moment. Oh, in England, versus West Germany or East Germany and the Soviet Union, and you fight. So you can see, you control Heinz and things like that. The difference between this and Broken Arrow is in here. If you lose a unit, it is gone forever. You're not getting it back. They're in the process, obviously, still of early access. So there is plans to obviously still work on the game from where it is now. This is actually a picture of one of the newer maps coming out. So you can see here, You control every unit down to the platoon level, and you do everything. You order airstrikes. You tell artillery units to counter battery fire or fire at any targets of opportunity. You call in airstrikes. You call in helicopters for support. Um, you fortify, move around your units, things like that. I'll have some videos of Warno out. Just me playing against the AI because I'm not a big player versus player guy. But yeah, you can see just from this video alone, like this is an amazing game. I'm having fun with it. They're going to be coming up with an army general, because these are the same guys that made Eugenics Systems, made Steel Division 2. I'm really looking forward to these guys doing a army general as well. So you'll have a Cold War era army general and a World War II era army general, which is really nice. To me, this doesn't feel as gamey and arcadey as Airland Battle or Red Dragon, something like that. Yeah, I'm super excited for this. Like I said, this is currently in early access, so meh. But yeah, this is one of those games where I am super, super, super looking forward to this. And there's her right there. Looking forward to this. Like this is something I'm excited for. Something I'm excited for. And we will move on to the next one. So this is something that I say it's a. I just realized there's 6 games actually on my list. This game is more of a. I've been playing it already, so it's. But I'm still looking forward to its release, and that is World Warfare and Economics. So this is a real-time geopolitical simulator with military characteristics. You can do all sorts of stuff right now in the game itself, but the plan is to be a full-on economic and political simulator where you can do all sorts of stuff when it comes to trade, dealing with your own internal strife and politics and things like that. I'm really looking forward. It's a lot along the veins of Superpower and Supreme Ruler and Power and Revolution. It's a good mix, in my opinion, of the 3 so far from what I've seen. It's not perfect. It still needs a little bit of work here and there, but I'm very excited. It has lots and lots and lots of potential when it comes to this stuff. So I'm excited to see how this is. It is coming out later in the year. Right now, there is. It's currently in beta right now, if you don't know. So it's still there. It's still getting worked on. So fingers crossed that this thing lives up to, in my opinion, the potential that is available to it. And yeah, so that's World Warfare and Economics. And then last but not least, this is my something I'm looking forward to because I've already played it in actuality. And that is dun dun dun, Supreme Ruler, The Great War. Currently in the process of being reworked on and redone, and it will be released in the new engine produced by 2030. Or produced by Games Workshop, the guys over at BattleGoat with the 2030 engine. So I'm really looking forward to this. Just playing the Great War, because this to me was one of my more favorite gameplays, and my favorite games was the Great War. I enjoyed it. I thought it was very fun, and I think with the new engine, this game will be amazing. I mean, it's pretty much going to be the same game, from what I understand, with a lot of little tweaks here and there. But yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to seeing just how well this turns out when the new engine comes out. So yeah, I may or may not be getting early access to this. If I do, expect more expect lots of videos of this, because I'll be playing this like crazy. This in 2030. But yeah, so those are the games I'm looking forward to for next year. So we got Broken Arrow, Manor Lords, Sea Power, Supreme Ruler of the Great War remake, Warno, and then World Warfare and Economics, or WWE. So those are the games I'm looking forward to for the next year. If you have any games that you're looking forward to, leave them down in the comments down below. And with that in mind, thanks for watching. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.